We are watching the Bethesda reveal of Oblivion Remaster. Hopefully. Hopefully. I haven't watched this yet. I'm watching it live. So we're gonna watch it together. Oh. Not over 100,000 people watching.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
That's the king right there. We're not on screen, but talking.
Find him.
Original voice actor, I think.
Close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
It's one of my first games that I played. I remember. I played Morrowind, but this is going to be an OG game. I hope it comes out.
Here we are, 20 years later.
Oh, come on, Todd. What are you doing, Todd? 20 years.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind,
that
Arena.
OG
Each of them
trailer.
try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
They did say they're working on 6.
I think when it comes to
almost 7 years of development. Oh, I guess it's buffering.
a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also
all the footage they show is like at
our
480p.
games. I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music.
It's nice to be able to show off the
at the main menu. There's
creators. Music is on point though.
There's this like flood of nostalgia.
Skyrim's was also really good.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts.
I don't even think it took me till release.
I guess catching up or something.
Us.
People in chat are talking about lagging too.
Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87 years
now the audio's desynced.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all
classic Bethesda jank
of my own dreams,
everybody in
I have
chat.
seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Whoa! Wow. my god.
Whether you're reliving these moments or
That looks so
experiencing them
good.
for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible.
The stream desync is like...
When we decided to remaster Oblivion,
the
we were
audio is
really
bad.
picky about
Wow,
finding
look at
the right
those
partner.
graphics.
From the very beginning of this
That's
project,
better than
we had
Skyrim right now.
one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and Master has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible.
The desync just makes
We've
it
worked with
like
Bethesda Game Studios on
so
other
much
projects
better.
in the past, so we know what makes that.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Oh wow, look at that.
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9?
This desync makes me feel like I'm out
In
of
addition to the
here.
core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine. So you get the
There's no way.
On a personal level, it was really important to me
The
to
graphics
ensure
look
that we're
amazing, yeah.
preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and
definitely
it was
snagging
one of the games that made me want
while I'm
to be a
watching
game
this.
developer.
This is OG
The best
footage.
way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
Hopefully they show the remastered.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
Wow. They even have the original portals. That's like the whole point of the game is closing these portals.
The technology we
Pretty
use to
sick.
create the come a long
Exploring
way
those
since then.
Oblivion gates. I remember the first time I closed one of those gates.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals.
Wow.
We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the word logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
I think that was her scenes.
We've
area,
leveraged
if I
nearly
remember.
every major feature.
I forgot the Daedra Prince's name.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next
it's
level
Cersei.
using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset,
Maybe Sheograph.
allowing us
yeah.
a truly impressive level of
Reading
detail in
chat.
the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
Wow.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment.
That's
results
pretty cool.
in more
the
realistic lighting
remaster.
and atmospheric effects.
They're
While the original
likely
game
using
had
this
limited dynamic shadows,
as like
now
a
the entire world reacts naturally to light.
precursor for Elder Scrolls.
We used an incredible
6
new
series.
lip sync technology that
Just to-
really enhanced
just to gauge
performance in our
investments.
cards.
Use that probably to talk to investors and justify funding.
And Real Tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters.
No, this is owned by
From there, our
Microsoft
artists
now.
sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh. allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result,
wow, even new menu.
are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved
Game looks great
from the central chamber
visually.
of the High Thing.
Everything you're seeing is like in-game engine.
It's
Wow.
not just the visuals that we've modernized in the remaster.
The skeletons look great still. It's looking a lot better than Skyrim visually. Gameplay-wise, it's probably more closer
It's UI
to
and UX.
Elder Scrolls 4.
It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
Wow, even the menu.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy.
The leveling change.
It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Okay, UI looks good.
We were able to fully recreate the
Oh,
character
that's
models,
sick.
creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. In the original Oblivion, didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions.
Nice.
Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more
Controller
modern
feedback.
and engaging.
So that's good information. That means
There's
it's probably
a
going to
proper
launch on
third-person
console.
perspective now. The original had third person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
Wait, did they just compare it to Starfield?
You have my ear, citizen.
Oh,
When
God.
Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue.
Oh, new audio.
Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there. They kept in the
but
audio.
It's like so
That's
nice
great.
and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum!
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
I love it. I love that they kept the audios.
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded.
Wow, the Great Fox kind of looked interesting there. Oh, there's the Elder Scroll.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
I love they kept the original audio. It's such a meme. Stop right there.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting
They
one
definitely
because it was such a big debate
Made
internally
the good
among our
decision
teams.
of keeping all the audio.
Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact,
Oh, wow.
all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single
Okay, so they added sprinting.
in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of
Oh,
paint on
no.
it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the
OG
core
lockpicking,
experience.
please.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you
Yes.
and watch
Okay.
you and
We got
worship
OG
the
log
ground
picking.
you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know
The
how long we've been
desync's
waiting?
off on the audio by like 3 to 5 seconds. It's bad.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
It's nice they have a lot of passion.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game
I
looks.
played so many hours of this on console.
Oblivion games look
I have all the
absolutely incredible.
Elder Scrolls
And I think
games.
they're just going to find
just
themselves
not on,
lost in the world.
Not all on PC.
Even if it's
This-
just
it-
the
when
music,
I-
for example.
when
just
this comes
walking
out,
around for
I'll
half
have it
an
on
hour in the
PC.
world, you feel something, and that's precious.
I'll definitely stream it too. I
You're
think.
going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
It looks like it
But
has
it's ultimately
less
the same
jank,
game. There was a lot of respect
even
for
though the
what
stream
was
has
before, and I think
a lot of jank. But
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of
but
players
when can we
has
get
been
it?
an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
people are saying it's already out on Steam.
The best part of my job is
50
that
bucks?
I get to be the one
Oh,
to
God.
announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available today.
Oh shit. Okay, so it is available today. Perfect. So
I was born
So we're
at the age of
downloading
7 years
that.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This
The
is
leaks
the
of this
27th
were like last week.
Seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final
I'm so happy
hours
that it's out today. We don't have to wait a year. We don't have to wait 2 years. It's out.
I have seen the gates
If they
of
sell
Oblivion,
250,000
beyond
copies,
which no waking eye may see.
you know, at $50 or whatever it is, it's gonna be crazy.
This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
This looks like a trailer. Remastered trailer.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
That's like one of the first scenes. Oh my god. This is towards the end too, where you go and fight them.
Here you must find your own path.
I love how they kept like the OG voice actors too.
Find him. And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
It definitely looks like they added DLCs, all of them. Which is probably going to justify like a $50-$60 price point. But the game's been on sale like for $5 to $7 for like years when it comes on sale. So wait, what did it say? It's a digital deluxe content. it's on Steam and Xbox Game Pass, so there's gonna be a gameplay stream, but we're not gonna show that in this video. All right, thank you guys for watching us sitting down together. It's really cool to see things like this happen, especially when you have like the nostalgia of all that. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.